A thrift shop that has been working to bounce back since the flood is hit with more severe weather, and FEMA finds itself the victim of weather damage. I'm Nick Collum, and this is the Mountaintop Daily. Severe weather has done a number on our region in 2025 with snow, ice, floods, forest fires, and now wind all take a toll. The United Helping Hands thrift shop in Pike County was hit especially bad by the flood, but had just taken its first steps towards reopening on Saturday. But a severe storm early this morning left the store in shambles. Robin brings us a look at the damage as well as the shop's plans following the latest setback.
Around 2:30 a.m. this morning, many residents of Pike County received a national weather alert on their phones for a tornado warning. While it has not yet been officially declared by the NWS that a tornado did touch down, Helping Hands of Pikeville suffered devastating damage. The scene this morning included a shipping container that had taken out a utility pole, the roof completely ripped off the back of the building, broken windows, and debris everywhere. Board member Rick Branham shared his thoughts.
Obviously, we're going to have to meet with the owner of the building. I did talk to him briefly this morning, but he was just assessing the damage for the first time. Our immediate plans is, like I said, I will go back this afternoon, get out the necessary things that need to be gotten out, and then we will just kind of go from there.
This destruction comes just days after the store reopened after recovering from February's flood damage.
We've still got, if you was there this morning, we're not cleaned up from the flood. All that stuff is still out there in the front parking lot. So we're not even cleaned up from that. It's been a hard couple of months.
Branham said it's too soon to know if Helping Hands will stay at that location or have to move, or how soon they will be able to resume operations.
Mother Nature is not going to stop us. We will continue to exist. Whether it be at the current location or not, the Helping Hand will be back.
Despite the repeated devastation Helping Hands has endured these past few months, Branham is trying to keep a positive attitude.
The Helping Hand just needs people's thoughts and prayers. As I said, Mother Nature, she slapped us once and she slapped us again. We've just got a hard lick from the weather and, back to back. We will survive. We will be back. Be patient, give us time, keep us in your thoughts and prayers.
Reporting for Mountaintop News, I'm Robin Tillman.
Over in Floyd County, the school district's central office was pounded by the wind, causing extensive damage. Besides creating hardships for the district, the building was also the location where FEMA had set up Floyd County's Disaster Recovery Center. And much like the people it serves, that means the disaster relief agency now finds itself displaced by severe weather. Sheldon has more.
Early morning straight-line winds caused severe damage to homes, businesses, and even one school board office in the area on Monday. Floyd County Schools Human Resource Director Ted George said school officials became aware of damages to their central office shortly after the storm made its way through the area.
Evidently, at about 2 a.m., folks that live in this area up here started getting the weather alerts on their phones. The majority of the people I've talked to, they got a tornado warning, and they found shelter, and then it kind of went on through. We didn't know we had damage up here until 5 or 6 this morning. Maintenance guys started rolling in for work and noticed some damage at the front of the entrance out there, and so they came on up and went over into the gym, checked the building, the facility out, went to the gym, and then noticed that there was some problems over there. Of course, it was still dark at the time, so they didn't know how much damage we had, but it quickly became daylight, and they found the damage to the gym.
Damages were spread out on site, which included an entire wall of the building that FEMA had set up in to help flood victims being peeled away. The gymnasium behind the office building also had a significant section of its ceiling stripped to an open sky.
The foyer area where FEMA was located was destroyed pretty much. All the FEMA stuff, we're going to have to relocate them. We think we found a spot to put them, and they'll let the public know where they are. Of course, FEMA's dealing with the flooding that we had a few weeks ago, and they were set up over in the foyer there, so all that stuff's gone.
In summary, though, George added that in many ways the school board was lucky, considering the storm and damaging winds skipped all schools within its system.
Our maintenance guys walked on into the gym, and there's if you walk over there, you can see it, half the roof, well, a quarter of the roof probably blew off. Natural light in there now, but we're trying to salvage the gym floor. It got a lot of water on it, and we swept all the water off, put garbage cans catching the leaks, and until we can get the roof fixed, patched.
Reporting for Mountaintop News, I'm Sheldon Compton.
Coming up after the break, the city of Pikeville is taking steps to keep residents informed about severe weather. We'll tell you how when the Mountaintop Daily continues, but first, sports and weather.
With this Mountaintop Sports Report for Monday, I'm Brittany Rowe reporting. Belfry's Jenna Sparks and Pikeville's Kristen Whited will team up at Midway University for the forthcoming basketball season. Mountaintop Sports would like to offer their congratulations to Sparks and Whited. Controversy and chaos has erupted in Kentucky after learning that former Shelby Valley Lady Cat Cassidy Rowe is stepping away from Kentucky basketball. Mountaintop Sports will have more on this story later on this week. Reporting for Mountaintop Sports, I'm Brittany Rowe.
Hey, it's Kristen, Marketing Manager at Appalachian Wireless. I have some great news. Switching to the region's best network has never been easier. With nationwide portability, you can now bring your number to Appalachian Wireless and experience exceptional local customer service with coverage that keeps you connected. Switch to the carrier that puts you first at home or wherever you go. Make the switch today. Visit AppalachianWireless.com or stop by one of our retail or authorized dealer locations for more information. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Considering all of the severe weather the region has experienced over the past few months, now is probably a good time to make sure emergency procedures are working. In Pikeville, the city plans to begin regular testing of its weather siren to make sure it is ready to alert residents to potential severe weather. I spoke with the Department of Public Safety to learn more. The city of Pikeville is planning to resume their regular weather siren tests beginning Thursday, April 3rd. These tests will be taking place on the first Thursday of every month and will be used to help the public prepare when an actual severe weather advisory is in effect. Pikeville Public Safety Director Cody Williams tells us more.
Our weather alert sirens, we're going to try to get back onto a monthly test schedule. So this Thursday will be the start of it. We're hoping to do it the first Thursday of every month, and it should be done around 10 a.m. We're wanting to try to get back on a regular schedule for the testing. I know we've missed it a few years here, but just so that way people knows that we have it and don't panic whenever they hear it. I know that some people do have sound sensitivity issues, some sensory issues like that, and so that's what was really wanting to try to get out there is to make people aware, hey, this is going to happen the first Thursday of every month, so that way they can prepare for their children or special needs.
The high winds that swept through the area over the past weekend would have been an ideal scenario to use the weather siren. In the future, the siren will sound when there is notice from the National Weather Service.
Last night, we would have ideally got those set off prior to the alerts going out or directly after the alerts got sent out. I'm sure everybody woke up around 2 a.m. like the rest of us did. So moving forward, we will have our weather alerts, coinciding with that. So that way people that may not have gotten the message via their phone, we've noticed that some phone numbers, maybe that don't have a 606 area code, may not have received that. So this is to try to mitigate that, so that way we make sure everybody gets notified.
That will do it for this edition of the Mountaintop Daily. Be sure to check us out at 6 p.m. every weekday on Mountaintop TV, the Mountaintop TV app, and the Mountaintop News Facebook page. With your Mountaintop Daily, I'm Nick Collum for Mountaintop News.